Hi guys, I'm Ryd from Coffee Beans Delivered, and today I want to take you on a journey across the world to a mountainous region called the Serra da Mantiqueira in Brazil. Now there's something I want to address just before we start, which has to do with COVID-19 and the pandemic that's ravaging the landscape across Brazil in particular. And I don't know what that means for the coffee industry in Brazil in the future, but I want to send a message of love and support to all of the amazing and beautiful farmers who tend and grow these crops all the way on the other side of the world so that we can have the luxury of drinking it here. So I'm going to ask you guys to support Brazil this month and buy as much coffee as you can. We have 2 Brazilian beans on offer, our staple Brazilian beans, and then this super limited edition special yellow Katai variety from Fazenda Verde. For those of you who don't know, Brazil is actually the largest producer of coffee in the world, and not by a small margin either. They produce 2.6 million metric tons of coffee each year. And the next largest is Vietnam with 1.6 million metric tons. And that's more than triple the third largest, which is Colombia, of 800,000 metric tons. So they do produce a lot of coffee. You probably didn't know that Brazil is actually roughly the same size as Australia and the USA. So you can imagine how many million hectares of coffee producing farms there are, and the perfect climate that it's in with its mountainous regions trapped with its humid microclimates, its jungles and its waterfalls and rivers that bring all of that beautiful soil down to help cultivate coffee. And this particular coffee is grown in the mountains of Serra da Mantiqueira, which is located in the southeastern section of Brazil. Of course, the mountain covers a lot more than just this farm, and it goes into states like Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and where this coffee farm is located in Minas Gerais. The mountain range Serra da Mantiqueira means the mountain that cries in Tupi-Guarani, the native language of the region. And it's not just because the rainfall is continuous, although it is, but it's because there are hundreds of natural springs running down the mountain into the lakes below. In fact, the farm itself covers 770 hectares of national forest with more than 50 natural springs alone. And the farm itself is over 100 years old, starting in 1887 when the Gomez Fernandes family started it, and they've owned it right up until 2008 when it was bought by Epinema Coffees. And they've taken specialty coffee to new heights. And Epinema Coffees were the first company to get certifications by UTZ and by the Rainforest Alliance programs to this beautiful coffee farm. The farm has 32 nanolots or micro terroirs, so each different variety of tree is isolated and harvested separately so that they can really hone in on that specialty quality coffee. And they've also put in beehives intermittently around the farm. So that really helps with not only developing some honeys, but also the pollination of the trees. Epinema Coffees stands out for its more environmentally friendly way of cultivating the coffee, and for its commitment to its staff, with over 700 permanent workers and up to 2,000 more contract workers during the peak season. It's because of companies like Epinema Coffee's commitment to cultivating coffee that we are privileged enough to taste it. And right now, that's exactly what I want to do. And we get to try it out on our lovely new Seneso coffee machine, which we just got in, which gives us so much control and really allows us to chase all of those beautiful flavors so that we can extract the perfect espresso with our Brazilian coffee. There's definite citrus, like a limey acidity, very bright, very spritzy, and I can taste some really nice caramel coming through there, and it's just lingering on my tongue nicely. So I think this is going to work really well in milk, so let's give it a try. So I ended up doing a 23 gram shot and extracting a really short extraction out of it. So this should really cut through the milk quite nicely. I can taste there some of our Il Caramello flavors coming through. That really caramelly. Like Maltesers almost. So fantastic coffees in both black and milk coffees. So I'm gonna implore you again, buy some of this beautiful Brazilian beans while we have it in stock and support the people who are bringing this to us. I'm Ryd from Coffee Beans Delivered. Enjoy your brew.